A new global housing report has a frank description for two of Canada's biggest cities, and it's summed up in 2 words. CBC business reporter Scott Peterson tells us what they are.
Impossibly unaffordable. Those are 2 words that a potential home buyer does not want to hear. And 2 of Canada's cities, again, make the top 10 most expensive city list in the world. And this is a new survey out for this year confirming that Vancouver and Toronto, 2 of the top 10 most expensive cities to live in, not just in Canada, but around the world. Here's the results of this survey, and this is by a Demographia International Affordability Survey. This is an annual list based on the median price in that city versus the median average salary to afford that house. Basically, getting right to it, the top 10 includes the most expensive city in the world. That's Hong Kong, followed closely by Sydney. Vancouver rounds out the top 3. That's the 3rd most expensive city in the world and the most expensive city in Canada, of course. It rounds out with a lot of California properties: San Jose, Los Angeles, Honolulu, Melbourne, San Francisco, San Diego, and Toronto rounding off that top 10, being Toronto, the number 2 most expensive city in Canada. Now, Singapore, interesting enough, has the highest amount of home ownership at close to 90%. Canada, following at 67%, has a home ownership, followed by US, Australia, and the UK in the mid-60s. Hong Kong, because of it's so expensive, only 51% of people are home owners there. And the survey goes on to say that this is an existential threat to the middle class, being a real dream of many people out there, not just in Canada, but around the world, for home ownership. And so this is a real threat to that. And now those 2 words, impossibly unaffordable, do resonate with anyone looking currently in the real estate market. Scott Peterson, CBC News, Toronto.